Are you looking for a passive investment option with a high investment yield? Well, look no further, because Canada, we have Hamilton Canadian Financials Yield Maximizer ETF, introduced and incepted recently on January 20th, 2023. With ticker symbol HMAX, HMAX, it does yield a high yield of 13% plus. In fact, it is the highest yielding financial ETF in Canada, based on a universe of 39 financial focused ETFs that trade on Toronto Stock Exchange as of January 13, 2023. HMAX does pay its distributions on a monthly basis and has a target of 13% plus distribution yield annually. The way that HMAX reaches this high distribution yield is through employing an active covered call strategy. For those of you who may not be familiar, a covered call strategy is a popular options strategy used to generate income for investors who think stock prices are unlikely to raise much further in the near term. And it, in fact, is mainly used as a technique to generate passive income. HMAX would be a good fit for investors who want higher monthly income. They want to have exposure through investing in blue chip Canadian banks and financials, and also looking for tax efficient distributions. Key differentiator between HMAX and other covered call ETFs is that with most covered call ETFs, they write options on about 30 to 50% of their portfolio out of the money. Whereas for HMAX, it is able to provide higher monthly income with a dynamic covered call strategy, currently writing options on 50% of the portfolio at the money. This allows them to generate higher options premiums while maintaining a 50% upside potential. And that's kind of a graph shows you the differentiator. For example, for the big six bank averages, their dividend yield is hovering around that 4.6%. With the Canadian bank covered calls, typically you get closer to that 7.8 to 8% yield. And with HMAX, you're pushing it to much higher distributions at 13% annually. And it is paid on a monthly basis to you, which is just super exciting. The exposure through this Hamilton ETF is 100% to the financial sector. More specifically, if you look at it, we have industries around banks, insurance, and asset management. This includes major holdings such as top Canadian banks, including Royal Bank of Canada, Toronto Dominion Bank, Bank of Montreal, Bank of Nova Scotia, as well as Brookfield Corporation, Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, Manulife Financial, Sun Life Financial, Intact Financial, and National Bank of Canada. As I indicated, the inception date for HMAX goes back to January 20th of 2023, and its investment style is covered call. Given that it does provide higher yield for investors, it does charge a higher management fee compared to some other ETFs that invest in Canadian banks. Here, the management fee is at 0.65%, and the risk rating is identified as medium risk. The portfolio does a rebalancing on a semi-annual basis to ensure that the exposure to different holdings that they have is not overwhelmingly higher than what their target breakdowns is. If you look at the overall performance of the HMAX, Hamilton Canadian Financial Yield Maximizer ETF, based on the Google Finance, you notice that since its inception, it actually is up by 1%, but the inception date doesn't go that far. It's still fairly new funds, and it remains to be seen how it kind of manages to perform over the longer period of time. If you are interested in getting some passive income through investing indirectly in Canadian banks and not really wanting a lot of growth in terms of appreciation in the value, but more so around that kind of stable high distribution yield received on a monthly basis, this fund might be an interesting and intriguing option for you to consider for Canadian investors. Ticker symbol once again is HMAX, and it's available through Toronto Stock Exchange. Let me know what is the highest distribution or dividend yield that you are currently collecting in your portfolio. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. I hope you found it beneficial and you gained something of value from it. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Here on Moementum Finance, we post every week several videos about investing, including investing in dividend stocks, growth stocks, passive investing options such as ETFs and others. We also talk about ways to reach financial freedom. Thank you, and I hope to see you all next time.